All right, kiddos, we are working on Unit 4, Lesson 6. We are going to round numbers to the nearest 10 to estimate sums and differences. So we're going to be using our SAB pages 225 through 228. So let's get started. All right, so page 228. It says round two-digit numbers to the nearest 10. Round each number to the nearest 10. So something that helps is to underline the number in the tens place. Look at the digit to the right, which is the ones place, to decide whether to round up or down. If it's 0 through 4, you're going to round down, and if it's 5 through 9, you're going to round up. So your hundreds count bys up to 100 will help you, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. Okay, so let's do number 1. I'm going to underline the tens place, and since it's a 3, I'm going to round down to get 60. Number 2. All right, our number in the ones place is a 4, so we're going to round down to get 30. Number 3, our number in the ones place is an 8, so we're going to round up to 80. And number 4, our number in the ones place is a 5, so we're going to round up. All right, and now I want you to pause the video, and I want you to solve numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8 on your own, and then check with your partner that you have the right answers, and then come back, and we will continue. All right, welcome back. We are going to round three-digit numbers to the nearest 10. So it's the same thing as before as up here. We are just going to use our tens count bys up to 1,000. So like from 100 to 1,000. So like 100, 110, 120, and so on. All right, so let's get started. Number 9, 162. So I'm going to underline the digit in the tens place and look at it, and it's a 2, so we're going to round down to 160. Number 10, 741. The number in the ones place is a 1, so we will be rounding down. Number 11. The number in the ones place is a 9, so we're going to round up to 310. And number 12. The number is 5, so we're going to round up. Ooh, that's a 2, to 260. Wow. Okay, now same thing as before. I want you to pause the vid, and I want you to solve 13, 14, 15, and 16 on your own, then check with your partner to make sure you have the right answers, and then come back. Okay, welcome back. We're going to do number 17. Explain your thinking. When you round a number to the nearest 10, how do you know whether to round up or down? I want you and your partner to pause the video again. I want you to discuss your answers with your partner, then write your answers down, and then come back and we'll move on to the next page. Okay, welcome back, kids. We are on page 226. We are going to estimate the answer. Solve each problem. Number 18 says, the chart at the right shows how many smoothies the Juice Hut sold yesterday. By rounding each number to the nearest 10, I'm going to underline that, estimate how many smoothies, I'm going to underline that, the Juice Hut sold in all. And when we see in all, we know that we're going to be adding them all together. So let's round each number. I'm going to write the rounded number next to it so I don't forget. So I'm going to round down to 10. I'm going to round up to 40. I'm going to round down to 40. Ooh, that's a 40 for all you kids that can't read that, sorry. And we're going to round down to 60. Okay, man, I need to work on my penmanship skills on this. Okay, so if we add 60 to 40, that's 100, and then 40 to 10 is 50, so 150. And make sure you're writing about before your answer, about 150 smoothies, and I'm not going to write smoothies because it'll take forever, but you need to write it because you always have to label. And make sure you write about because it's not the exact answer, it's about that answer since we rounded. Okay, so number 19. Mr. Sign has 52 rock CDs, 75 jazz CDs and 36 classical CDs and 23 hip hop CDs. Round each number to the nearest 10 to find about how many CDs she has. Okay, so if I round each one of these numbers, this would go to round down to 50. 75 would round up to 80. 36 would round up to 40. And I always write it down because I know I'm going to be adding them all together, and I don't want to forget what I rounded it to. And 23 will be 20, round down. And that's it. Okay, so if we add them all together, we get about 190 CDs. Don't forget your label, it's so important. And number 20, Roz rented a video that is 123 minutes long. She watched 48 minutes of it. Round each number to the nearest 10 to estimate how many more minutes she has to watch. So how many more? So we're going to find out what the difference is. So 120, we're going to round that, 23, we're going to round that down to 120. And then 48 will round up to 50. And if we subtract 50 from 120, we get about 70 minutes. All right. Okay, so for numbers 21, 22, and 23, I want you to pause the video and with your partners solve and discuss these problems and then come back and we'll move on to the next page. All right, welcome back, my beautiful little children. We are going to use rounding to decide if the answer is reasonable. Write yes or no, then find the answer to see if you are correct. Okay, so you can go ahead and cross out these three numbers, 30, 31, and 32, because we're not going to do those today. And so for number 24, it says 93 minus 29 equals 64. So I need to round the numbers first. So I'm going to write the rounded numbers above. 90 minus 30 equals 60. And I'm saying it because I know you can't read that. Sorry, guys. And then, is that reasonable? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. 90 minus 30 does equal 60. And then we need to find the answer to see if we were correct. So we would do 93 minus 29 and then find the answer to be 64. Man, sorry guys, my handwriting is bad. And we'll write the answer up here, 64. Cool? Okay, so number 25, 113 plus 57 equals 40. So I'm going to round this one down to 110 and round 57 up to 60 and just keep this number the same, 140, because it doesn't need any rounding. Okay, now 110 plus 60 equals 40. That does not seem reasonable, so I'm going to write no. And then I'm going to add 113 plus 57 to find my answer is 170. And when you're solving these addition problems, because you're going to do these ones on your own, and subtraction, I want to see your work. Don't erase it. I don't know why you guys do that. I want to see your beautiful little work and how your minds work. Okay? Number 26, 83 plus 19 equals 102. So we're going to round down. 80 plus round up 20 equals round down to 100. And does this seem reasonable? Yes. And then find the exact answer. And the exact answer is 102. All right, so pause the video. I want you to solve numbers 27, 28, and 29. We're going to skip 30 through 32. But listen carefully to my directions. You need to work together to round the sets of numbers and then add or subtract on your own. And once you've both done that, check your answers with each other to make sure you both found the same estimate. And then I want you to compare your estimates with the actual answer. Now, don't pause the video yet, okay? So once you've finished numbers 27, 28, and 29, I want you to turn to page 228 in your SAB, and you're gonna do the puzzled penguin. I know, that's your favorite, with your partners. And so once you finish the puzzled penguin, I want you to come show me your finished page, and I will give you a Lovely Nights award. All right, kiddos, good luck.